Last time on Astronautica.
Our heroes ran into a spot of trouble with a couple of fellers who were after their new ally, Nimble, and they resolved it by blowing up Nimble's house. Yeah, it about sums it up. Well, it seems like they, kind of get into a lot of situations like this, don't it? Well, who am I to judge? Find out what happens next, right now, on Astronautica.
She turns and looks at you and says, "What the fuck was in that can of tuna?"
It was supposed to be a lot cooler, but it was C4.
You're not a pescatarian, are you?
Let's see how Nimble does.
Oh no.
Nimble starts having a panic attack.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
She just sits on the ground and stares at her ruined home, and she just starts hyperventilating.
I'm gonna sit down next to her and be like, "First destroyed house, huh?" I just gotta put my arm around her, or lean up against her in the I don't know, not in the the chummy way, but in the the friend that is the I'm here, but I can't really be empathetic sort of way.
Yeah.
I've been there, I know what you're going through, but that's about all I can do.
The moment you do that, she slaps you very hard.
Yep.
And she says, "No, actually, it was not my first destroyed house. However, it did happen to have thousands of credits worth of stuff that I have spent years fucking building up. Who the fuck are you people coming in here and fucking blowing up my goddamn house?"
We're the people.
Mouse stands up and dusts himself up and nudges Cat with his foot and says,
Oh, God.
Cat? Wake up, kitty cat.
Oh.
Come on, little kitty.
and he bends down and he picks up Cat just effortlessly. He picks him up as you might actually pick up a cat. Cradles him in his arms. And he says,
Okay, bye-bye.
and then he just walks off. Their loyalty is to their handler first.
I go over to Oka.
Yeah, Oka's still unconscious.
Yeah, and I'm like, hey, so that really sucks. I'm not here to diminish that, but you said you might have something to help her, that maybe she has an idea for how to fix the house. Oka's great. Would you help Oka?
She slaps you.
Sure.
Hard, and then says, "Fine." And she goes over to Oka and is going to do a medicine check on Oka.
We fucked this up real hard.
Well, that's a lot of sixes. It looks like I'm just rolling incredibly well. Oka, you are stabilized and you are no longer broken.
Yay.
What?
Yeah.
What is stabilized? One? Was that
Yeah, we'll give you 1.
1 point?
Goodness.
We'll give you 1 point.
Okay.
And she pulled out a med kit and she basically injected you with something and stopped your bleeding. And then she
Cool.
you
I
wake up.
immediately. Oh, go ahead.
No, you wake up.
I wake up and I immediately. Okay. Cool. Never mind.
No,
Oh, Okay, can I do stuff?
Yeah,
after I wake
yeah,
up?
you're awake.
Okay, cool. Okay, cool. I was just, I wake up and I say, "Holy shit, thank you!" And then I grab that pill, that mystery drug, and I take it.
Welcome.
God damn it.
Kyler says as his like hand is still there where the pill used to be pinched, kind of. He's like, I mean, honestly, mood. As Kyler sits down, do I still have to roll a force roll? I'm bleeding.
She is going to, she will tend to you as well. And she gets a critical success. So you are stabilized, you are no longer
You're very
bleeding.
good at that. Thank God.
She looks at all of you and her destroyed house and just the wreckage of all this antique technology. And she says, okay, I am going to need you to start explaining who the fuck you are right now. Right now.
Does Kyler still have the chip, or did we take it back from him after he made his unboxing video?
I still have the pendant as here, and Kyler's actually been
Okay.
fiddling on his phone ever since she stabilized. I'm like, thank you very much. That's great. Yeah, great.
I'm just gonna like put my hand out to Kyler. Give me the pendant.
I have
Come on.
no idea what you're talking about, but I do have this video,
Give it-
and I show my unboxing video to Nimble,
Oh.
and I'm like, I'm like,
works
you said that you had thousands of dollars worth of stuff in there. How much do you reckon something like? And I scrolled to about like around about like maybe 5 minutes in, because that feels like a good halfway point to get boosted in the algorithm, like a nice 10-minute piece. And so like I scrolled to about 5 minutes in, where like I turn it over and I discover this little secret latch on the back of this tree pendant, and I pull out this microchip. You seem to have like a bunch of old world stuff. If I hypothetically knew where something like this was, would you be able to tell us what it is?
Where did you get that?
A fantastic little pawn shop. I'll have to show it to you sometime. It's over in Uptown.
Roll for manipulate. You're lying.
Sure. All right, so that's -2 because of my hyped upness, so that'll be a 6 all day.
Yeah. She gives you a look and she says, where did you get it? That pendant is not something. She reaches into her like under her tank top and she pulls out a pendant that looks not. It looks like tuk-tuks. It doesn't look like, the priests looks like tuk-tuks, but it's way nicer.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And she says, this is not something that you can just come by. They don't sell these in pawn shops.
Well, somebody was, because I rolled 1 success.
It's an opposed manipulation.
Sure.
You did not.
All right. Well, I don't think that's important right now so much as it is like we get off planet, and you seem to know about technology.
She grabs you
Oh.
and fucking hoists you
Hi.
to your feet. And she pulls out her pistol and she puts it against your head. And she says, I haven't actually fired this, so I don't know if it's going to explode and kill both of us, or it's just going to kill you. But you know what? I just lost every single thing that I own, so either you are going to start giving me the actual truth and no bullshit, or we're going to find out how unlucky I am. We know how unlucky you'll be. All right, fancy boy?
Flattery will get you everywhere.
Kyler, can I
You were gonna do something, Hazel? I didn't mean to.
I was gonna ask if I. Oh, I was just gonna ask if I could
Mhm.
step in. You need some help there, Kyler?
Huh?
You need some help there?
I mean, and I'm gonna like sort of like look over like Christ. I mean, yes, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nimble, we got your name from Tuk Tuk. He sent us over after something happened at the church.
The moment you said Tuk-Tuk's name, her expression changed instantly. It went from like hardcore, I'm about to shoot Kyler Morgan Davies to, it's a mix of things. But the main feeling that you get from it is a sort of tenderness. And she says, Tuk-Tuk, man, I haven't seen him in ages. How is he?
Are we still doing the truth? I whisper to Hazel.
Yeah, it works better more often than you think.
He's like your house.
That's one way of putting it. There was an ambush, I guess, and the tuna was stored in the church.
Okay.
So kind of guessing the church wasn't,
which is actually C4.
Like a whole crate of it.
which was being imported by Tuk Tuk and the priest man. We had a name for him, right?
I called him Old Stabby Man.
Just old priest man.
Father James, right?
Oh, Cypher James, yes.
Cypher James. Cypher James.
I was gonna let you roll with old Stabby Man.
But yeah, he did try to stab the Tuk Tuk, and then I shocked the Old Stabby Man, and then I sort of intimidated Tuk Tuk, and then he told us to find you because some paramilitary extrajudicial soldier army killers came, and then we sort of drove away as it all blew up, and it's totally an accident. It was. Were you gonna blow something up? Were you in on this? What were you gonna blow up? It was the wormhole, right?
She shakes her head and she says, I haven't spoken to Tuk Tuk in years. Sorry. She starts to, like, tear up, and she takes a breath, and she says, he helped my family, escape from the contested areas up north. And, yeah. I hadn't seen him in years, but, he's the reason I'm still alive. You said he was getting explosives.
Yeah, from the pit.
From the pit.
Something about Araneo and the voice in the static. They heard the message, something coming, a whole dog and pony show. You remember, Oka? You were there for that, right?
I was there.
Maybe
I was
over the
there for
communicator.
There were a couple of days that were hazy to me because I was
Sure.
very high, but for the most part, I would say about 95%.
How are you feeling,
of the
by the
story, I
way?
was there.
Oka, nothing happens.
Oh, nothing happens. What do you mean by the
drug?
The drug.
I'll let you know when
Okay,
something
cool.
happens.
Good.
The drug is called
okay.
Clear Your Schedule.
That's true.
Clear
That's why I
your
didn't.
skin.
Let's
That's
just
why I didn't
say-
immediately pop it because I was like, I'm not sure if that's an upper, but it might be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It could be.
Let's just say, I'm gonna have a real fun time.
Oh
with this.
man.
Oh no.
Are we gonna get that like
Oh,
cowboy
great.
bebop something in the fridge episode that's like a fucking LSD trip?
Yeah, it's a great episode.
Mhm.
Fantastic.
Let's
It's
just
all in
say,
Oka's mind.
you certainly are now.
How is clear your schedule so far?
I'm okay. I don't know.
Mm.
Maybe this guy gave me some bunk shit.
Sure, yeah.
I'm a little
Yeah.
disappointed.
We'll see.
Maybe I'll fly a plane later or something. I don't know.
So Tuk Tuk is dead?
Yeah.
Oh, he dead. Like, I mean, like, dead.
Before we confirm all
got
this,
hit.
Kyler has been like slowly moving the pistol away from his temple, maybe. Like,
Yeah. So yeah, you just have been ever so slightly, just very slowly, very gently moving.
but yes, he is dead.
That's not the Tuk Tuk I knew. Tuk Tuk wouldn't hurt a fly. He was just sweet and nice to everybody. He didn't do things like that. He didn't blow things up.
Clearly, he thought that he was protecting everyone because if memory serves, it has been a crazy sort of, 16, 24 hours. But if memory serves,
Yeah.
there was the
Yeah.
message from the spider, it was in the static, and there's something bad coming, and they didn't like the wormholes.
Mhm.
So they were going to blow them all up, right? They were going to stop it before it even began.
They're gonna blow up the wormhole.
Yeah, and yeah.
I think.
I just think Cypher
Also
Jim got in his
maybe.
head.
Maybe Cypher Jimbo.
Cypher Jimmy. Jim Bob.
Cypher Jim Bobberly might have
Jimbo.
been tampering with his head a little bit. It's hard to say.
Do you know Cypher James?
No,
Okay.
I mean, he's a cipher, right? Which is our holy man, but I've never met him. I'm not really the practicing kind. You know, I'm more. Well, I mean, I didn't have a choice with the arm, but for me, it's much more of a love of technology. You know, it's maybe a little more cultural than it is spiritual.
Yeah.
Tuk Tuk, I mean, he was always a spiritual person, but he it doesn't sound like him. He's not the kind of person who would do something to hurt anyone. So he was stealing explosives and bringing them to a church,
He originally told us it was an orphanage.
and then you said there was an attack?
So we went to go check on Cypher James a couple days ago, and when we got there, everything seemed fine until these SUVs with what they looked like grafters, but they weren't, no offense, armed like grafters. They were top-of-the-line cybernetics and insane weaponry and military tactics. And they shot at us, and they shot fucking Tuk Tuk, and so I think he blew them all up, and I don't know if he got out too, or if everyone just kind of blew up.
I'm pretty sure he did the hero thing.
I'm
You
trying
know,
to-
it seemed very last standish. He told us to find you, and then he started sort of like, he threw me the keys. I did leave his truck. I'm sorry. I don't know if that would have been valuable. It was a Crocker truck. Who cares?
Oh, Tuk Tuk. What the fuck did you get yourself into?
I checked the keys. Is there anything interesting? Like, is there like a little tiny like personal thing on the keys to the Tuk Tuk truck?
Yeah. There's a couple things. One of them is there's a keychain with a name on it. And it's written in like a Polynesian script. And there's a little thing below it, which is a little picture that looks like almost looks like a rickshaw that's like attached to a bicycle. And yeah.
I take off the little rickshaw picture thing and I said, I think he would have wanted you to have this.
When you hand it to her, she laughs. And she says, yeah, I actually gave that to him a long time ago.
Oh. Are you guys romantically involved?
No, he was we grew up together. He was my friend. We weren't,
Oh, okay.
but he did so much. He was always trying to do the right thing, the good thing, you know.
He really did seem like a good guy. Didn't always tell us the truth, but you could tell he was trying to do the right thing.
Wait a minute. You said they were going to blow up a wormhole.
We think so.
Yeah, I think that was the gist of it, yeah.
They were going to blow up the wormhole because Araneo spoke to someone and said that something bad was going to happen.
I believe to Cypher James, correct?
That sounds correct. We took the pendant off of Cypher James, and supposedly for the first time in a long time, someone heard something from the cyber spider in the signals and said that there is reason to be concerned about linking the universe together or something, you know, something unfathomable approaching, yada yada.
Huh. Well, that sounds like a bunch of fucking horse shit to me.
Kind of, right? Kind of.
Yeah. But you did stop them. Like, they're not going to blow it up?
I don't know what they'd use unless there were others. I don't like that I put that out into the universe.
I would like you to, just make a little wits roll.
Sure. I do get a +2 because I'm fucking flying.
Oh no.
Okay, well, fine. Yeah, I'm flying. So that's no successes. I'm like Charlie with Pepe Silva over by the wall. Like, well, you know, so there was only one of them, and I'm pretty sure that we blew up the only box that they had, so,
Would anyone else like
If
to...
I tie all the thread together, it kind of makes a big circle. What does that mean?
I'll do the thing. I'll see if we can figure.
thing.
Is it just a straight wits roll?
Yeah, it's just a wits roll.
Oh, why am I doing this? Okay, well,
Right? I have +5 to wits, and I got nothing.
I have a 2. I'm rolling 2 dice.
Oh boy, good luck.
But I got a success.
Give her a go. See?
Nice. Hazel, you do recall that as you pulled up to the orphanage, there were a lot of trucks driving off.
Oh, fuck.
And it looked like it had been... I mean, the warehouse wasn't full by any means.
Yeah, and I guess, we'd brought boxes to them before. Would the supply we had brought, considering that was a regular shipment that Tuk Tuk was doing, was that... I don't know, I don't know how to phrase what I'm trying to ask.
Are you wondering if it's safe to assume if everything he was giving them was explosives?
No, I was trying to ask if it was safe to assume that we could tell based on our one delivery that most of those explosives were gone.
Yeah. I mean, there were 4 crates left in this.
There were
building.
literally just 4. Okay. No, I don't think we stopped him at all. I think we might have gotten there too late. There were hardly any boxes there.
Okay.
Well, I need that wormhole, damn it. So what do we do?
She points to you, Kyler, and she says, "You want to get off world?"
I do, yes.
She snaps her fingers and she says, "Give me the pendant."
Let's go somewhere.
You just blew up my house.
just
Give me the fucking pendant.
You just put a potentially explosive gun to my head.
I'll do it again in a heartbeat. Don't think I won't.
Just give her the pendant. Shit.
Ugh, my God. Okay. This wasn't my idea. And I slip it out of my Gucci shorts. Because I think Gucci makes shorts. These are knockoff
also they're
Gucci
knockoff,
shorts,
so it's like Gochi.
They're, yeah, Noki. I slipped them out of my Noki shorts.
GNOCC. You give it to her, and she watched your unboxing video, so she just she twists it and pulls it out and looks at it. And she gets really quiet for a second. And then she says, "Okay, I'm not entirely sure what this is. I have a pretty good idea. If I'm right, it is..."
Map. I'm calling map. Anyone else want to take dibs? Are we not gambling on what it is? I'm calling map.
You're calling map?
Any takers? Come on. 10 credits. What's a wager?
It's a key.
Map, key.
I will bet.
Key is good.
I'll bet my arm it's a key.
Okay.
I sort of look at because this is the Crocker Industry arm, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm like, okay, so that's 5 credits.
No, I'm teasing. You're not gonna take my arm, Tyler. Jeez.
Nimble, she nods and says,
Hold on. Team building exercise. Hazel, what do you think it is?
I don't know. I'm just gonna let y'all bet.
Oh, come on. What's
I'm not betting. He has a problem. We shouldn't enable him.
It's true. Y'all both have some
It's
problems.
only a problem if you can't acknowledge it.
I have no problems.
Okay.
Come on, double or
Okay.
nothing, huh? And I'm still flying. Come on, map.
Nimble says, "We have to figure out what this is. If it's that important that Tuk Tuk was willing to die for it, I'm guessing, whatever it is, well, it's gotta be pretty fucking important."
Ooh. Is it too late to change mine?
What do you want to change it to?
I think it's a message. I'm changing the message.
You're the
Message.
only one betting, Kyler.
Kyler's just betting against himself.
Ante's
That-
20. I raise it 25. And I'm
Okay.
just throwing like, credits on the ground, I guess.
She says, "I don't think that I have access to the technology that is necessary in order to figure out what this is. And honestly, at this point, I'm not even sure that it's on Earth. So, if their goal is to stop everything, from happening, from moving forward, they'll blow up the one on Earth.
Well, that will lead to a massacre. I mean, not just because they're going to blow up the wormhole, but those companies have people to rebuild these wormholes. And not on top of that, and not only that, but they're vicious, especially Jackson and Jackson, so I hear.
She looks at you and is like, noted. Well, here's the thing. If they blow up the one out in space, they can rebuild it.
Yeah.
If they blow up the one on Earth, no one's going to be able to get to us. We have a Kessler field around us, right? There's no going through anything other than that wormhole.
Oh, shit. And they already have explosives. They're probably already enacting their plan as we speak.
The trucks left, what? What are we...
2 days ago.
2 days. Okay.
It's okay, guys. It's okay. I don't see any other option.
What? What are you gonna do?
I only know of one company who has the cavalry and the speed to get there, and who will be possibly willing to work with us. Jackson and Jackson.
Didn't you just say they were ruthless, though?
I mean, yeah, but do we want to get off world or not? And we don't have time to figure anything else out unless, Nimble, you have any plans to hurry this along. Also, I don't know how much time I got. This thing could kick in now or never kick in. I don't know, because don't trust street vendors with drugs, am I right? Even though he was a very nice guy, I just need to shower.
Sure. I think he needed more, but yeah.
Well, I'm being
Teeth
nice.
would have been nice.
Nimble, any bright ideas?
She looks at you and she says, sorry, this is all new information for me. We've got to get to Nova Lumo, right? As soon as
Correct.
possible and stop them. However we do that, that's fine. But we need to get a ship.
I can
Somehow.
assure you it's probably not fine. At least for me, I should stop being selfish. I once went by Tanya Jackson. I've kind of left my duties there, so I can get us there and relatively quickly. But I don't know what we have to give up. Just giving you guys a heads up.
This is a very big move, Oka, you're sure?
I don't see any other way for us to get it off this fucking planet, and quickly. And with the amount of firepower they're carrying?
Unless you want to steal a ship from your family.
I vote for stealing ships.
Oh, okay, here's the plan. I pretend as if I'm coming back and I agree to take over the company. You guys will be my consultants. We'll get a ship, and then I will never be heard from again. Plan?
Sure.
I mean, that sounds about, if Hazel's right, that sounds about as much of a plan as I'll ever get out of you, so, yeah, plan.
Okay, great.
A plan's been made, or, well, at least as close as any plan will ever get. How is it going to resolve? And how is Oka's father going to react to meeting up with his long-lost daughter again? You know the drill. Find out next time on Astronautica.
Hey everybody, Matt here, your friendly neighborhood GM. I just wanted to take a moment and thank you all so much for listening to our podcast. We have a ton of fun making it, and I hope you have as much fun listening to it because it's great. If you like our show and want to support us, please check us out on Patreon, where for as little as $1, you can help us keep this going. Also, I just wanted to take a moment to thank my wonderful players, Ian Mutiner, Benjamin Timothy Jenkins, and Lauren Alice Dinney. They are wonderful and they ruin all my plans, and I literally could not do this without them, so I am eternally grateful. I also wanted to take a moment to thank Shersty Jorgensen, who designed our awesome logo, and also to thank Harrison Campion, who is my musical partner in crime. Anytime you hear a sick bass lick, that's Harrison. He's pretty great, and he's far more talented than I am, so I'm happy to have him around. I also want to take a moment just to thank my wife, Angie Feek, for all of her love and support, and for her continued input in the story. She's already made it so much better, and I'm super grateful. And finally, thank you to EJ Schumacher and Lauren Pratt, our first two ever Patreon supporters. We're so grateful. Seriously, there's a lot of cool stuff. Get in on that. There's unedited shows where you can see how much we don't know what we're doing. You get all of the music from the shows. So if you just want to like listen to some sci-fi ambient stuff, there will be one-shots that we run, and it might not be me. It could be Ian or Ben or Lauren, any of us doing this. So there's a lot of really great content for you to check out. Go over to our Patreon, check it out. And finally, thank you all so much for listening. You guys are great. Stick around. There's a lot of fun stuff coming up.